Look at that sky. We're still a good hour from home. Did you zip up the tent?
No.
Oh. Day 2 on K'gari, and have a look at the weather. It's a cracker of a day. Our plan today is to go as far north as the tide permits us. We'd like to get up to at least Sandy Cape and potentially the lighthouse. Check that morning out. The tide's coming in, hearing the waves crash through the night. Amazing. Mum's had the drone out. They call it Blaze. She's mastering this now. Called over for a photo.
10 seconds.
What a spot. Got this driveway and I've got the one on the other side that I couldn't get up originally. So we've got a resident dingo that's in between 2 camps. Shell had the drone up and captured this footage. There's something in there that it wants. Obviously no luck there, and I think the dingo actually hears the drone, so it comes away for a second, but then goes back for another pounce. Our day trip today, we're heading north. Our first little obstacle is crossing Eli Creek. Now the water coming out of Eli Creek, running into the ocean, is fresh. And where we cross here at low tide, it isn't really contaminated with any salt water. When the tide starts to come in, especially the big high tides, crossing right here, you will get a lot of salt. So that's when you need to go a little bit slower. We're okay here. We're giving the underside a little bit of a wash. What a gorgeous coastline. Next stop, the Maheno. Bit of info here on the Maheno. So in the 30 years that I've been coming to K'gari, it's deteriorated a lot. It was built in 1905. The SS Maheno was one of the first turbine-driven steamers. It was used to cross between New Zealand and Australia. It was also used by the New Zealand Naval Forces during World War I. But at the end of its commercial life, it was sold to a shipbreaker in Japan. Now in July of 1935, while under tow, a winter cyclone hit the coast here of K'gari. Now this tow rope we're talking about, it was wire, 17 centimetres thick, 270 metres long. So that snapped. Now that must have been a storm to snap that. Now here's a picture of it while they were still trying to save it. On board apparently it was only a skeleton staff of 8 that were manning this vessel. Down at Happy Valley, there's quite a bit of info on the SS Maheno, including this cool replica model. All right, back in the car, kids. Northbound we are. The Champagne Rock Pools. Bit of Forby action here. This is easy so far. Is the big truck stuck?
No, he's through. It's just got through.
These are the famous Ngkala rocks. So to access anything further north of here, you need to go through them. You cannot drive around these rocks at high tide or at low tide. Now there's a safe and comfortable line through them. When you do look out your window though, and they're as tall as your rearview mirror, it is a little bit daunting, but travelling through them slow, there's no reason for you to get panel damage. While it's an easy, firm bottom here, the sand dunes beyond them do catch people out. Up here there's not much beach, and this is low tide, so this is the Sandy Cape. We were supposed to go to the Cape, and I brought you to a Cape, actually 2 Capes. We did Cape Hillsborough and Sandy Cape. Bacon and eggs for lunch at the Sandy Cape. weather's coming in from behind us. So southbound it is. Next stop, there's Ngkala Rocks. See what challenge they set for us on our way back. Cars in line. This is where we're going to be a while. Bit of air, I've got to get up there. So this section here, it's two ways. The dunes leading to the rocks. There's no real place to pull up. So you want to work together, southbound and northbound. Pick a UHF channel and just talk to one another. The last thing you want is to be halfway up the dune and meeting oncoming traffic. Not only is there nowhere to stop, the sand is soft. Loves it. No way. He's gonna have to back it back all the way down. His mates had heaps more wheel speed. You're gonna have to go all the way back, I reckon. I don't know, try it. I'd be surprised, but it's soft, eh? That's it. Oh, old jackaroo. Look at that. It's too easy.
Do they just push in?
Yeah. Dig it up. You pushed in front, eh?
This is the Navarro we've drove, we've cleared.
Righto.
I love how we're on this same channel and we're all trying to work together, try and get each other through.
There's no cars waiting on the southbound end at all, so you're all clear right through.
You can see here, thanks to the drone footage, why you actually can't drive around Ngkala Rocks. Do you want me to come back and get you? Is the car stuck?
So there's nothing coming our way?
No, the car coming from my side is stuck. Stand over there.
About to fall over.
Just stand up there, look. So even at this point here, mid-afternoon, there's no sign that the weather's going to do a 180-degree flip.
Dad, I'll stay here. Sorry. Look at all the chocolate milk you spilled.
Are you going to back it right through?
Yeah.
Wow. The other way, other way.
Left hand down.
This back's going to pick up, but you're safe. The back drivers.
Left,
Left, left, left, left, left, left, left.
Straighten that up, straighten up.
Well done, guys. We saw so many dingoes this year, and we noticed most were tagged. Okay, we come to another hold up here at Indian Head.
Slow. Seems like he's in low range. Oh, it's auto.
So he had half a dozen goes. I still feel that he was in low range for most of them. But they made a decision. I'm not sure if it was someone that was with him or someone that was just in front of him. But he got recovered from the front.
No actions from you, right?
There you go, Dan.
Alright, sweet.
We're off.
Thanks. Finally, Shell. Let's see how the stock V8 fares.
Yep.
Bit of a mess here. We had a lot of traffic on this section. Fighting the wheel.
Oh!
It's like when Nicholas and I pull off the edge, we just go, what?
That's how the ducks do it. Oh, he's gonna get stuck. Yeah! Look at that sky. We're still a good hour from home. Did you zip up the tent?
No.
Oh. Yeah, that's right, Millie. We have a caravan, not tent. It looks like we're driving into the eye of the storm. And we've still got Eli Creek to cross, plus the caravan windows are open. Have a look at it. We're gonna get smashed. The cathedrals. These dunes are sculpted by the wind and rain. Have a look at the colours still coming off them.
Whoa, that's some rain, alright.
It's actually a dog's breakfast now on the track. I don't know what line I'm on. Big ruts, side angles. We're nearly home though.
Oh my gosh.
Problem is we're doing 50, 55 and traction control keeps cutting out. So I've got to back off and reapply and then not exceed. So it's come back on. As soon as I go over 50, it turns back off. Approaching Eli Creek now. Let's see what that looks like. Where are we going to drop in? What's the other side? No, it's deep. We're going to drop off here. It's off camber, but then this is running really, really fast. It's a little bit soft underfoot. Millie's going to film it. The waves are coming in as well at the same time.
The lens are about to get wet. It's like, it's raining, there's a swell. The sandbank is wet. And we slid. Oh, and we're off.
Poor Millie. The battery died on her just as we dropped in. Back at camp, the carnage report. I've had to wind that awning in. We've got a big tear in it. It is, we've got to replace it anyway, but it's just made it high on the priority list. It'll still work. It'll still go again for the next part of this trip. We got camps down there that are unattended and trashed. All the tents that we passed on the way down, and we've seen campers driving back from the north side full speed to get to the relevant camps that they need to be at. Here's a convoy now making their way back. I mean, who would have thought that they started out so beautifully? But a lot of travellers are going to be going back to carnage in their camps. Another convoy here. The rain has stopped, but the wind is just out of control. Hopefully it dies off. Let's have a carnage report inside the tent. So we had it. Oh, what did I say?
Tent.
Windows that were open, but it's not too bad, is it? I mean, it looks like a Chinese laundry, and no offense. We've got beds that were wet because the windows were open. They're now drying.
Our famous playing cards are wet.
Oh, the Phase 10 cards were on the table. And where do we get water in from that? That window was open. Mum's cooking her delicious, famous fried rice. So we're all safe. We've got power. We've got food. What an adventurous day. Amazing. To start out how it was, end up how it finished. And we'll talk to you all tomorrow. What tomorrow is going to be another adventure. We won't even tell them what it's about. So stay tuned. Start with the egg. Pre-cooked rice, we got fresh bacon, and then all the healthy veggies.
And so it's a rainbow. Red, orange,
It is.
yellow.
And
We missed
purple.
out the green. Don't forget the garlic.
Oh no, she's not putting garlic in it, is she?
Yep. The pies away. Really?
Yummo! That's it for this episode. Join us for the next one. How's the weather going to pan out? What are we going to do? Stay tuned for that. And as always, thanks for watching.